last night, Gavin Newsom had his exclusive interview with Sean Hannity. I gotta say, Sean Hannity was a little, he was like a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Like,
Really?
I don't know. He was very taken by Gavin Newsom.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
To Dawn's point, I don't know. Like
Even Sean thought he was cute.
Yeah, I mean, Sean really had a...
Yeah.
So, about the debate with DeSantis, Daniel, I'm going to start with cut 10 here. About the debate with DeSantis, this is what Gavin Newsom said about having a debate with Governor DeSantis.
Maybe I have an idea that you'd agree with. I want to start a series of debates and get some of the best, brightest, leading conservative minds and some of the best, brightest left-wing minds or liberal minds. Yeah. And I'd put you in that category.
Oh, you're so handsome. Best, brightest, beautiful.
I never thought Gavin Newsom was bright. Okay.
Look at those teeth.
Teeth are bright.
Oh, your hair is just coiffed so nicely. Hannity seems a little like, it's not his usual, you liberals are, he's,
he didn't go on the offensive.
No.
Maybe we're having a turning point here in politics, folks. I mean, Hannity's being nice to Newsom. CNN's trotting out every Republican on TV.
Well, we'll get to that, too.
How about that?
Yeah. We will get to that, too. There's an elephant in the room.
Oh.
No, on CNN.
Right.
Anyway, here's more of Gavin Newsom.
And I want to call it like the great debates.
Love it.
And the first one I want to do is with you and Governor DeSantis.
Great. I've offered it. I've been trying to debate
and
him
here's
for 2
how
years.
this debate format will go.
Good.
I'll say Governor Newsom, Governor DeSantis, economy. That's the only word I'm going to throw out.
Love it.
You, minute, then you go at it. Next topic.
So basically what Sean Hannity is saying is I don't want to do any prep. I just want to say a bunch of words and then have you guys.
Yeah.
But think about how this is so passive aggressive. So Sean Hannity is like the girlfriend who loves Trump the most, who's now trying to trigger DeSantis by interviewing Newsom. Do you know what I'm saying? He's saying,
I never thought about it like that.
This is Sean Hannity is thinking like a woman, right? This is what women do, right? So Trump is like, the homecoming queen. It's like,
I'm going to go gloat over
the BFF.
I'm going to go gloat.
Diabolical broad.
Okay, so I'm going to get I'm going to get on Gavin because Gavin is 6'3" and Ron is 5'10". And that's what Sean Hannity's doing here. This is, let's have you and DeSantis, who's 5 inches shorter than you, and let's put you both on a debate stage with, popular governor thing. Mm-hmm. But this is to trigger DeSantis. And that's what Sean, Sean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thinking like, this is what Mean Girls in high school do. This is Tina Fey's Mean Girl movie, right?
Yes.
It's like, let's get her because, you're so short. You're a little chubby still.
Yeah.
Gavin is way cuter than you, DeSantis, right?
It's a good point. I noticed he didn't say let's have Trump and Newsom debate.
Let's have the governors.
If you think about both of these guys, they're both kind of like sharks just circling the waters, waiting to attack. Gavin Newsom, self-anointed, he's the next guy on the left, right? Like, if Joe can't finish his term or Joe doesn't run again or Joe dies, Gavin Newsom's that guy, right? Mm-hmm. And then DeSantis is just kind of sitting back, waiting for this legal process to play out for Trump. And, oh, by the way, maybe the legal process for Joe Biden as well with documents. They're both kind of just like they're like the in the way. You know what they are? They're the backup quarterback in the NFL. They're just one hit away from the starting quarterback going down, and then they take off the baseball hat, they put on the helmet, and they jog out in the field like, I'm ready to lead the team, baby. That's what they are.
But what this tells me is that Trump is not worried about a Gavin Newsom because if you put Trump next to Gavin...
Well, Trump said he likes Gavin. They're boys.
We will get to that, too.
Well, he's a lightweight because Gavin's a lightweight to Trump, right?
Oh,
But when you put DeSantis next to Gavin, DeSantis is shorter and less secure, and you know what I'm saying? Like because he hasn't quite found his footing on the national stage.
Yeah.
You guys just buckle in because I have all kinds of clips for you. All right, let's finish this cut, Daniel.
Right.
And I'll moderate it that way, and you have my word, I'll moderate it that way.
I'm all in. Count on it.
You would do a 2-hour debate with Ron DeSantis.
I make it 3.
3-hour debate.
Yeah, make
Do I
it.
hear 4?
See what he's doing?
One day notice with no notes. I look forward to that. We can talk about.
Wow.
One day notice, no notes.
Look at these.
But
Oh,
look
I
at
know what I'm
Sean.
doing.
Yeah. 2
Sean.
hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. How
Okay,
many do you
like,
want?
And I will moderate it so perfectly, and I will point
Well-
out that you are taller and so much.
Well-
You are so much more beautiful.
Well, Bubba45 on YouTube says Hannity is dating Ainsley and she has a crush on Newsom.
Ah.
He must be trying to impress his girlfriend.
Yeah.
right?
And by the way, nice scoop by Hannity there with the Ainsley pickup. It's a good
Is
work
that
by him.
official?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't think they've ever made that official.
No.
It's
He's got
the-
her by a good 20 years, so he's doing something right.
He's trying. Hannity's trying everything he can because he's getting that 8 o'clock spot for Tucker. So he's trying everything he can to hey, let's have debates. Let's have this.
When does that go into effect?
I
Do we
have
know?
no idea. I have no idea.
All right.
So speaking of Newsom and his relationship with Trump, this is cut 13, Daniel. Kind of a shocking response Newsom gave Hannity when asked about his relationship with Trump.
All right, Donald Trump.
trying for
I'd get
years.
I'd be negligent if I didn't get your reaction to what happened in the news.
Sad, and I say that as an American. I can
Were you
imagine.
friendly with him?
Well, as you know, I didn't have a close fist. I had an open hand. We actually had an incredible relationship during COVID.
Right.
It was incredible. He played no politics during COVID with California.
Yep.
Played none whatsoever. It's a fact. And by the way, I've got a lot of critique from the left by saying that.
Wow.
A lot of critique from the left.
Actually, what I would like to see is Don Jr. and Gavin Newsom debate, and they can just debate about Kimberly.
Kimberly. 'Cause that's her ex-husband.
Oh, man. Trump played no politics with Gavin Newsom during
That's
COVID.
what he says.
Wow. Man, one of the
That's what he
biggest
says.
with the biggest faces and voices on the left side politics saying Trump's he's okay.
This is so incestuous. It's almost like a soap opera.
Mhm.
The fact that the fact that Hannity's doing this though tells me that it's with Trump's blessing.
You think?
Do you think
Yeah.
so? Yeah.
Hey, are
Yep.
you okay if I schmooze with Gavin tonight in our one-on-one?
Maybe it was Trump's idea. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
Are they that close, do you think? I guess they are.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is because this interview gets under Governor DeSantis' skin.
And think about, go back. I saw a clip on Twitter, I think it was on Sunday, from 2005 when Trump was the media darling and Mr. NBC, Democrats loved him, mainstream media loved him. And then all of a sudden he gets into politics and he puts an R in front of his name and, he's Mussolini, Hitler on
Yeah.
steroids.
James Broyles on YouTube makes a great point. He says a Newsom-DeSantis debate makes no sense. Since when does a Dem candidate debate a Republican candidate before the primaries? It's a good point.
Yeah. But
Well, what Sean is proposing, right, is that these governors. That's what I'm saying. This drips of Sean just messing with DeSantis's head. To me, this is when we talk about psychological warfare of women. Sean Hannity is thinking. I'm not even kidding you.
I love the
Mean
approach
Girls
you're
in high
taking
school.
here. This is
Yeah.
next level thinking
Yeah.
by you.
Well, these are things that we don't think about, Nick Kayal, because
Yeah.
we're biological
You're men.
Because I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of, okay, these are the two front-runner future faces of the parties. And I'm fine with that. Like, let's see what these guys have now.
That's not what this is about.
No.
And this is about Sean too. Sean's trying to make waves and make headlines, but he is this irks. Tell you, this irks to heck the DeSantis camp.
Let me ask you a question then. Does Sean Hannity in the back of his mind think that a Gavin Newsom can slice and dice Ron DeSantis in a debate, that way making him look weaker for Trump?
No. I think
I'm just going down your
Maybe.
and I don't like Newsom at all. I don't think he's done a good job. People are fleeing California by the hundreds of thousands. But I still think it would be a good debate because he's a good speaker.
Secret Squirrel on YouTube says this is the Nick Kayal gossip hotline.
I know, right? Oh my God!
Did you hear what?
Look at his lips. He is so pretty.
All right. As we all know, the homelessness problem in California is a huge thing.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just had a theory
Okay.
along the lines of Hannity and Fox and trying to irk DeSantis. Is it possible that the reason Hannity is sucking up to Gavin Newsom, maybe Hannity reached out to DeSantis and asked him to come on and do a live reveal, and he said no, we're using Elon Musk in Twitter Spaces, and this is kind of payback?
I don't know, because I think that DeSantis would have come on with Hannity. The fact that Trump has been on with Hannity and Trump are BFFs. They go way back.
Because you remember who DeSantis went on Fox News with first after the Twitter Spaces debacle, right? It was at 8 o'clock, and it was on Fox, but it wasn't with Tucker. It was with Trey Gowdy.
Yeah.
You know, hosts, egos.
Mm-hmm.
Hannity's like, wait, Trey Gowdy gets DeSantis?
No,
Dude,
I think
I launched this network.
I think the opposite. At the time we talked about this, I think the opposite. I actually think that he went on with Trey because Hannity. I don't see that Hannity had DeSantis.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Homelessness. We know that all these businesses are leaving San Francisco. The homeless problem is a real nightmare in New York, in California, excuse me.
New York too.
Same thing. Newsom admits that the homeless issue in California is a disgrace.
Let me ask about quality of life issues. When you have...
I'll give you these back, by the way. I'm well aware of these stats.
I think if you put them around the governor's mansion, this is going to be a classic interview. You know,
He's just so giddy with it. I've
Yeah.
never seen
Can
Hannity so...
They're very chummy.
Yeah. There's part of me that likes it because at the end of the day, I hate seeing people constantly fight. But the other part, like, dude, Gavin Newsom is behind enemy lines right now, right? This isn't CNN. This isn't a Caitlin Collins yuck fest. I mean, you want to grill the guy? For God's sakes.
Yeah.
Come on, Hannity.
Yeah, but Hannity is also, think about what he does. So we're talking about DeSantis, but on the other hand of this, he asks Newsom, and Newsom says, "Oh no, Joe Biden's a good guy." But Newsom, by doing this interview, is saying, I'm right here for the Democrats. And so Hannity gets to play with the Biden administration folks and the all of those Democrats who want Biden to stay in there.
Uh-huh.
So he gets to play with everybody's heads.